Perched high above the city of Baltimore, Maryland, from Magooby's Joke House, comes the tale of 5 brave adventurers and their intrepid audiomancer on a journey wrought with magic, mayhem, and dick jokes. For this is Laugh Finder.
Welcome to Laugh Finder. I'm Tommy Sinbazo.
Hey, Tommy.
And this is the Paizo-based comedy podcast, Baltimore's premier one at that. And hey, guys, great news. I didn't animate last week's episode because Eric's camera recorded the whole episode. And for those of you thinking, oh, I want it animated, you can go fuck yourself.
Hey,
it's so much work.
I wanted it animated.
Don't worry. We still have this episode to fuck up, guys. So there's still a whole hour we can do.
But anytime, I did replace just Brian with Turner and Hooch.
That's fucked up, man.
That's for you guys. Now, guys, this week, same as last week. Is there anything that happened that I wanted to talk about or anything? We had shows. We did a bunch of murder mysteries. We did our 90s murder mystery. We did the 80s one.
Yeah, what good stuff happened there? We had the DC Improv show. There's a lot of stuff that happened last week.
Yeah, but I love the new 90s show. It's probably one of my favorites. Because all we do, we just sing. We just get to sing, which I thought it was weird. Okay, it's a 90s-based murder mystery. Eric and I are Weird Al super fans that are competing for tickets for Ace of Base. So we sing All That She Wants, and we sing Amish Paradise.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I thought that was an odd pull that Rob pulled for the best Weird Al song of the 90s.
Well, I think it might be the most popular.
No,
I mean, it was one
there.
of the biggest hits of the 90s.
Yeah, but
it's one of his biggest hits.
Yeah, I mean, do you think was it a bigger hit than Smells Like Teen Spirit?
Yeah, probably.
Smells Like
Nirvana. I'd say it's bigger.
It
was a phenomenon.
Yeah, I mean, Coolio was mad.
Yeah,
It was all about the Pentiums. Was that was early 2000s, or was that was Running with Scissors, and that came out in I think 2001.
But we play Weird Al super fans in the show, and we can name probably between Tommy and I don't know how long we could go, but we could probably name. I'd say between us we could name 100 Weird Al songs.
Yeah,
right.
Easily.
We could just rattle them all.
But one part we have to name songs, and our cue to the other one that I can't think of any more songs is we just say Yoda back and forth, just Yoda, and they cut it up. But we're pulling out stuff like Attack of the Radio Hamsters from a planet near
Syndicated,
Mars.
Incorporated, off the top of the dome.
Nature Trail from Hell,
That's
Mr.
my
Funk's
favorite.
Iron Lung,
King of Suede, Mr. Popeil, Brady Bunch, if we're going off in 3D
George
album.
of the Jungle.
George of the Jungle.
That's a good one.
Stuck in a Closet with Vanna White. Now
The song is just 6 words long.
You called out Larry.
Yeah, I remember Larry. That's a good deep
I didn't
cut.
remember Larry.
Which song was the one that went a Big Mac or a Jumpin' Jack or all the bean sprouts in Japan?
I'll be mellow when I'm dead off the Polka
I'll be
Party
mellow when I'm
album.
dead.
Yeah.
It's
I don't want no part vegetarian scene. I ain't got no time for designer jeans. No redwood hot tub to my name. I got all that I want.
And if it's all the same
to you, I don't need a course in
self-awareness to find out who I am.
And I'd rather have a Big Mac or a Jumpin' Jack than all the bean sprouts in Japan.
That was one of my favorite songs. I wore out that album on a cassette from just rewinding and playing Mellow When I'm Dead. I kept saying, like, when I die, I want him to play Mellow When I'm Dead. As I'm like 12.
Yeah, for me, Running with Scissors was probably my favorite.
That was your favorite album?
Yeah.
Was Running with Scissors? What's your favorite song?
I don't think that
Running
makes
with
my
Scissors?
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, that's not even in my
there
top
are so
5.
many. So R. Kelly made this really stupid song.
Out of the Closet.
Trapped in the Closet.
Yeah.
And Weird Al did Trapped in the Drive-Thru.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite song off that album, you know how Usher did the song Confessions?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, I know where you're going.
So where he, and it was called Confessions Part 2, where he confessed to the member of TLC that he cheated on her. Weird Al did a song called Confessions Part 3, which is all the stuff he forgot to confess to. And so he's like, I blew my nose and I wiped it on your cat. FYI, yes, that dress makes you look fat.
I like the one that's like, when I'm making love to you, I fantasize you're a midget. I'm so sorry, Brenda. I meant Bridget. What about you, Phil? Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce our guest from Token Terrors, from the band Snake. What is it? Snake Feast. Snake Feast. From probably you've seen him in your high school telling you not to fuck electrical outlets. I really don't know what the play's about.
He runs down. That's good enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Phil Doccolo. All right, sit down, everybody. Sit down.
Let him speak.
Now, Phil, would you consider yourself a Weird Al fan?
I mean,
it's okay not to be.
I mean, I'm a fan, but you know.
Do you have a favorite Weird Al song?
Yeah, Gangster's Paradise. Amish Paradise.
Amish Paradise? Okay. Well, maybe it is a good pool.
Okay. I'm telling you, it's his biggest song of the night.
The weird thing about Coolio getting mad about that is that it's originally a Stevie Wonder song.
Yeah, okay.
We keep spending most our lives living in the pastime paradise.
Oh, sample. Yeah,
the sample.
Well, that's like he would ask.
It's also not even on a Coolio album. It's on the Dangerous Minds soundtrack.
Yeah, he definitely had an album.
He was the one that Weird Al spearheaded the whole thing. That if it's a parody, it's not protected by copyright. So he doesn't need permission of people to do it, but he would always go and ask people for their permission. And I remember he asked Michael Jackson if he could do a parody of Black or White. And Michael Jackson was like, no, the song's a little too serious. I'd rather you not do a parody of it. But he used to do a show called Al TV on MTV, which Weird Al would just present music videos from his upcoming album and everything and do weird interviews and shit like that. And he did one.
All of his interviews were always cut, too. Like,
yeah.
he would record it and then just record different questions and edit it so it made him look like idiots.
Yeah.
It was fun.
But he had they played one of Black or White, but all he did, Weird Al just all the words were the same. He just read out the voice like this. I took my baby to a Saturday.
I remember that.
It's almost like, I won't make a parody of it, but I'll make it sound ridiculous
I'll
as
just
shit.
cover it.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, Phil, to elaborate on your role in this epic band Snake Feast. You're the vocalist, and you have a vocal technique you've perfected.
Yes, it's been described as an angry wind.
Or I've had those
like
after Chipotle.
Or, yeah, basically.
Yeah, the kind of poops where you got to wipe your legs. I get it.
It's just like a marker.
It's called a blowout.
Yeah,
It's you manage to scream
problem.
and inhale at the same time.
yeah. It allows me to scream for a very long time.
Could you demo this for us?
Wait, is it going to blow out my eardrums?
Well, just back up off the mic.
Okay.
Now, are you doing that? Are you doing that?
applause.
Is that an inward sound? That's
Yeah.
an inward,
Is it
right?
inward singing?
Yeah.
Have you ever sucked anything in and it makes you cough when you do that?
I mean, it happens with air and mucus and stuff in my throat all the time, so that's cool.
Nice.
Makes me cough.
I would cough if I did that. Let me say.
Yeah, that's what I do in that band.
That's a good technique.
That is awesome.
Thanks. I think it's kind of cheating, though. I don't know. I
No.
think the
It's
real metal
innovation.
vocalists might.
No, because that's the same. It's System of a Down does the same fucking scream. You know what I mean? It's like
I always try to be like.
it's
System
a
of Down.
fucking
We all do.
prison system. Prison system is like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can
That
do
was
it.
it.
No, that's my new catchphrase.
Hey, say a little bit about whose role is it anyway? So that's like a live event in front of an audience.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is it like working with Drew Carey?
Oh man, he is
With Drew
actually a
Barrymore.
dick, and she is also a dick.
I'm just gonna say it. She's not a very good actress. There, I said it.
No, but
Who isn't a good actor?
Santa Clarita Diet. I don't know. It's
You know,
just
but she's
funny
very
that-
You know
But-
what? It's all Timothy Oliphant, though.
yeah,
He's
she
so
works.
good on it, and
I
she's
don't
like,
know.
she's all
always
right.
irritating.
I mean, I love her
You-
to death. I love her, but she is not a good actress.
Yeah.
I love her other work.
What, like
But
your fucking
there was
spoken
a
I'm a
word?
big fan of
question
Tracy Lord's early
that
work,
I-
guys.
So whose role is it anyway? Is you guys are playing a D&D campaign?
Yes.
In front of an audience.
Everything is generated by the audience. Everything that we encounter, everything that we use. Like, I'm the mage, so I get a spell book that's comprised of cards that people have just written down very dumb things on, and they hand those to us, and I get those. Our fighter has like a blade that changes every time she produces it, and the audience describes what it is.
How many times has it been a dick?
Almost every time. It is some form of, well, we've done it for 6 years now at MagFest, where we do like
Shout
a
out.
ballroom thing there. That's always fun. We've done awesome cons. We've done like larger performances of it, like once, twice a year, and now we're moving into turning it into a podcast where we release episodes monthly, and it's supposed to have a through line, but it gets very ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right now we're fighting Lisa Frank, and we were just in a Waffle House in New Orleans, and it just goes all over the place, and so it's a lot of fun.
Be quiet, you're gonna get me in trouble.
The Diary of Lisa Frank.
Oh, the Diary of Lisa Frank.
The Diary of Lisa.
The Trapper Keeper. But
the Nazis found like,
If we fight too loud, we are all fucked.
It's called a sparkle.
So the podcast you're going to do in front of a live audience too, then, presumably.
That's actually at Wind Up Space at the last Sunday of every month. We at 8 o'clock. We just record live, and it's usually
it's after Drinking and Dragons.
It
right?
usually comes right after Drinking and Dragons. So there's a lot of people there playing their own role-playing games, and they stick around. They've been drinking already, and then they just watch us play a game and take part in it and create a very incoherent drunken story.
When's the next one? Do you know? Is it this
will
Sunday? Do you have one on Easter Sunday?
No,
'Cause I'm free.
We did have one 2 days ago.
shit.
More
on
importantly, when's the one in May?
Whenever. The one in May, that would have been a pretty good the last Sunday of May. Hold on. It's,
That would be May the 40th.
May the 40th.
May the 40th
May
be
the
with you.
26th. May the 26th. That will be the next at Wind Up Space at 8 o'clock. That is the next Who's Roll performance. Please come see us because it's more fun with more people because the suggestions get better.
Can we ask
Oh,
you
boy.
about your day job? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, I do
What
have
is
some,
that?
Okay, so you kind of like mentioned like high schools and like telling kids not to do drugs. So I will, specify it's actually for elementary schools.
Okay.
And
Those kids love drugs.
They do love drugs, and it's
10
very
million
funny
strong
that
and growing.
only sometimes do I actually have to tell them that drugs are bad, and that's only if a school has funding for our assembly program.
You mean
that's
if they don't pay you
specifically-
extra, you're like, I'm going to go out there and tell
I'm
kids
gonna
drugs
tell
are
them,
awesome.
yeah,
Oh, man.
I try to think of myself as like Paul Rudd in Role Models. And it's like, I don't know why do people do drugs because they're awesome. I don't know. But it's a comedy show. I'm like the host, and so I'm kind of like the straight man. And the other character is a big mascot. He actually used to be the Oriole Bird for like 10 years, and then went on to create this character. Looks kind of like Cookie Monster.
Is he
with
in,
a
like,
Philly
a
fanatic.
thing?
Yeah, he's in a big suit. He doesn't speak.
Is he a
I do.
furry?
There's
Hey, kids, let me yuff on you.
he will definitely sometimes get
It's worse when you use the term.
I'm almost there.
the Facebook page has been visited definitely by furries that are like, oh, that's a big fuzzy unique creature.
Like, oh man, I love to dry hump that thing.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting that I work with that guy. But no, it's fun. So I get to go to schools all over the region. I go up to like Connecticut, up there down to like Virginia Beach area. So we cover like a very big region. I see lots of different demographics.
That's pretty much the area that we do comedy.
Yeah, 4 hours.
You mean
north,
all
4
our
hours
venues?
South,
Do you ever get heckled by kids?
Oh yeah. Well, I try to treat. That totally happens. I feel like I try to perform to the kid that would be me, and I would have been an asshole in 5th grade to like somebody that was up there. Like I would have felt talked down to,
Yeah.
and so I try really hard to not sound like I'm ever talking down to kids. But I do have to sometimes go from like kindergarten or pre-K and perform for them and make some material funny the same way I have to for some kid that's like 10 years old and 5th grade, or sometimes we go up to 6th grade, and that's just weird because it's like it's a character that's like from Sesame Street.
All right,
At that point, the kid's like combing his mustache. I'm like, what's this about drugs?
Yeah, so we do like a health and fitness thing, like a reading motivational thing, like anti-bullying. So these are kind of like our main topics.
I would just suggest if next time you're getting heckled by a child, you should just start doing a series of like Phil Doccolo destroys heckler, and it's just you just shitting on 10-year-olds whenever they say something. They're like,
hold on, kid, hold on. Yeah. Let me pull up my Instagram. We gotta make this real.
Yeah. Let me show you pictures I got of your mom off MySpace.
There was another person that did the job before me, and I did hear the story of him getting like he's just having a bad day, and he could heckle, and you know this is like a 3rd grade child, and he just stopped the show in the beginning and said, "You don't heckle me." And of course, I was like a 3rd grade. I wouldn't have known what the word heckle was. It was just kind of very weird. He didn't do the job much longer.
Oh, okay.
You know,
and then he punched that kid. The kid walked up to him. He kicked him right in the chest. Get off the fucking stage! Santa isn't real.
Where do you identify on the drug? Like you do these anti-drug talks. But do you do drugs though?
I
Is
do.
it fun?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if you were double X. Fucking.
You've never
straight
seen
edge.
him at a con.
No, man. I wall out.
Welcome to Exhibit B.
But it's only fun drugs.
It's only fun drugs. I don't do
Yeah,
crocodile. I'm not out there, mainlining.
I don't huff piss and shit. No, just jingle.
Dude, he's just a social heroin user. It's not a big deal.
It's not metallic spray paint. It's just like the regular. It's a lot healthier.
I
It's
only
almost
do
like smoking
VCR
through
head
water.
cleaner, and since they don't make that anymore, it's a very limited supply.
Poppers? You talking about modern poppers?
I thought it was called Rush.
It was Rush. Yeah.
That's a band.
Is that what the kids are doing
Yes,
now?
yes, Dorian. That's a band.
Yep.
My sweet summer child.
I don't usually have to tell kids don't.
He's
do
that guy
drugs.
on
It's not part of it.
680 in the
Whenever I huff VCR head cleaner, I go.
Today's Tom Sawyer and I'll
All right. Well, speaking of VCR head cleaner,
Ooh, yeah.
this guy cleans up a given head. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the man wearing a blue flannel to match his microphone like he's a fucking Power Ranger, actor, comedian, and professional nudist, Mr. Eric Woodward.
Yeah, tonight I'll be playing Billy from the Power Rangers. And comedian Eric Woodworth here, and I'll be playing Big Flea. He's a gambler and a bit of a dubious scoundrel of the highest order. Buy your shirt at Teespring. Anyway, did you see that? I pulled the plug at the end there.
That's
no,
good. I liked
you didn't
it.
like it.
I liked it.
I felt like you didn't like it.
I did like it.
I felt like it.
I loved it.
Tommy, we have talked about some of our travels as of late. We've been murder mysterying it up, and you made an observation as of late when we did the Ellicott Mills show. Are we going to bring it up on the show or no?
Yeah.
I mean, I saved it for this show.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Well, if you go to this little bar that we sometimes do jokes at, it's called the Ellicott Mills Brewing Company, and they have what's called the Bat Cave down there, and it is
Bat Skeller.
the Bat Cellar, and it
Skeller.
The guy likes Batman, so he has a lot of Batman memorabilia and things around the.
It's a Batman-themed bar.
Yeah, I wouldn't go themed, but there's Batman decorations down there.
Yeah, it's like if TGI Fridays was owned by Warner Brothers.
Yes. It looks like if a High School Musical was putting on Batman Returns. That's what like some of the decorations
So amazing.
look like. Yes.
Awesome. Yeah,
Actually, wait, no. I've been there. Okay,
Yeah.
It's not that awesome.
Well, like I was just talking
Tim
about
in
the
this bar.
handcraftedness of some of the displays, and one of these handcrafted displays, it's a piece of MDO that somebody shape cut and painted a picture of Batman who appears to be African American. That was a good spit take for the YouTube viewers, but God, that was good.
How have we not been doing that the whole time?
Andrew be like, why are my floors all wet?
Part of me was waiting when you did that for the light to go and as fucking light jumps to your fucking throat. God.
So it's a Batman, and the comics were like, is this a black Batman? And I said, no, it's worse. It's a white Batman in blackface.
So Batman.
Yeah.
So me and Tommy driving around at these shows, we started theorizing. I was like, well, what would Black Batman's universe be like? You know, like what would the blackface Batman be like? And we were like, instead of like a character named Two-Face, there would be a character named Blackface. Okay, and
where one half is horribly disformed and disfigured, and the other half is a minstrel black. And the minstrel half will be like, "Hold there, Batman," and then the other side will be like, "This is uncomfortable." Very insensitive.
The coin will decide on our Weird Al Jolson song, like this. And then what do we have? Instead of the Joker, we had the Woker, and his only thing is that he's a clown that's just trying to expose Batman is not an actual black guy, but a guy in blackface.
But hey, that Harlequin would be thick.
Yeah, she would. Yeah, she would. Did we have any others? Oh, yeah. We had the Riddler.
Yeah.
Did we share the Riddler?
I don't remember it, so let's not.
I said he was.
If I blanked it out of my memory,
I said he was the Wigger, and he's just a white rapper.
Okay.
That's
not offensive.
That's no, that's not going to fly on
You
our
mean
show?
it was?
I'll
it
be
was,
playing Holy John.
It was early John Cena. Early John Cena. My sister. Speaking of which, sitting next to me, the golden, the bronze, the very good friend of mine, who I'm very not racist against.
I mean, we're not at a wedding.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for writer, comedian, Mr. Brian Preston. Zoom, zoom, boom, boom. Just accept your friends. Don't judge my skin.
I don't know. That's just man.
Weird intro. Man.
Tommy and I got pedicures.
Oh yeah.
That's something to change the subject.
Yeah, we got
Tommy and a black person got pedicures together.
We took Lou for her birthday to go get pedicures, and Lou was like, "Well, is Brian going to come?" So we went and got pedicures.
We did.
And Brian, now we've described your toenails before as clickety clacks because that's the sound they make when you're scurrying across linoleum.
God, this really.
It sounds like
Can we
you're
just do
being
a clip show about my many physical qualities.
Brian barefoot on linoleum floor sounds like you're being chased by a raptor through a kitchen. But so Brian showed up and he was like, "I trimmed my toenails before we came." You're right, you trimmed them.
I did trim
because
them.
You're not going to be
yeah.
making a joke about me. And then the woman soaked his feet and everything, pulled his foot out to clip it, and looked at his foot and was like, "How much of this do you want me to take off?"
I've got a lot of toenail.
But I was sitting there. They soak your foot, then they do your cuticles, they rub it, they put
it in a
oils
bag.
and balms, and the whole time all I'm thinking is the only thing that would make this better if she was like, "You want mouth?" and just starts sucking.
Man, that's Jesus. These women are not okay. That's fair.
How wet your foot pussy?
Okay. Jesus, it's a callback. It is. I did bring foot pussy to the show.
Fuck my foot pussy, bro. This is
why I have the most shirts.
I don't even know if it needs to be explained. I feel like I get it.
No. Oh, it's very clear, Phil.
We had a hypothetical situation where we talked about Brian's clickety clacks, and we talked Eric's brother Jeremy has horrible psoriasis.
Have you ever seen the movie Thinner? The guy who gets the lizard thing. That's my
Have
brother's
you ever
body
seen
every
that? Was
day.
the scariest Have you ever seen Suicide Squad and Killer Croc?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
What?
But so we said, what would you rather eat? Would you rather eat spaghetti where the Parmesan cheese was his brother's skin, or you get a foot job from Brian?
Yeah.
You don't have to answer now. Suck on it a bit.
I mean, how wet's that foot pussy?
But we ended up getting Brian to say when we recorded it because we were making jokes saying Brian like, "Oh, fuck my foot pussy, buddy."
Yes, I did. Yeah.
And then once you give him, maybe we'll make that a shirt.
Why not? I will have the most. I have just the most shirts on this podcast.
It'd just be 2 feet together.
Yeah, it's we can
with
make
the
some
arches of the feet facing
you know what?
each
I don't
other.
know why the fuck aren't those also leggings?
Yeah, make those $80 leggings.
Fucking, that should be in our diamond collection.
And the feet would be right over the woman's vagina.
Yeah, of course they would. Why not? Perfect. Oh, the future's terrible.
Which we gotta
so
make.
good.
If we can make Sphincter Club leggings that the hands are on the butt cheeks, like actually tearing the butt apart.
Give me time.
Okay.
Give Daddy
Man.
time.
Also, I'll be playing Holy John.
Did you play his music?
No.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, a man who has never had his penis touched by feet because he's such a gentle soul. The Jesus Christ at this table. The WYPR rock god, Mr. Eric.
Hey, thank you very much. I'll be here playing.
BVR PLZR.
I almost said it, didn't I? I'll be playing Wilhelm Wardicus, 9th level cleric, worshipper of Azathoth.
Still got it.
Huh? What?
Call back season 3. He played your sound effect for BVR.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I had little R2D2 sounds for that. Anyway, can one fuck one's own foot pussy with the proper yoga training?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll be back, boys. I'm coming back
Phil is
with
testing
field
his
research.
flexibility over there.
You just hear Eric, help me! I can't feel my legs!
I'm just waiting for Phil to finish at this point.
What can I tell you? When you're hearing this podcast, listeners, I'll have just gotten back from spending a week in Seoul, South Korea.
Oh,
Yeah, which is pretty exotic.
Are you going to meet the king of soul there and then ask him why he isn't James Brown?
Is there a king?
I don't know.
No, the president.
I don't know. I don't know about
Seoul's a
kings.
city.
I was just doing my best, guys.
That was
At
pretty
jokes.
good.
All
Soul
right?
is a state of mind, Brian.
I'm going to listen to a lot of soul music while I'm over there.
Keep asking where the soul stone is.
Where's the soul train?
They'll be like, this one.
The soul patch I'm going to grow.
Dude, if you get weight on the soul train and start a soul train in front of it, you are a legend.
Please go over there and be a typical tourist and be like, Gundam style? Gundam style?
Hey, sexy lady.
Actually, no.
That's what I would say to every woman I meet over there.
I've waited my whole life for this, boys.
He's just going to do
Listeners, the Laugh Finder boys all just did their best Gangnam Style dance with the little lassos. Anyway, so yeah, there you have it. That's everything exciting
very
going on
exciting.
in my world.
Are you going to bring your kids back treats?
Yeah, well, yeah, whatever I can fit in the carry-on bag.
Ooh, what's her name?
Maybe I'll bring you guys something.
Oh.
You always bring nice gifts
I
from.
try to.
I'll see if I can find some. I don't know. What would you guys like from Seoul?
That's a good question.
Soul food.
Ooh, I
Ooh,
want some
Caliber.
used panties. Bring us all around.
Yeah.
Used panties for
Actually,
everybody.
That's a Japan thing.
That's
I would just settle for some really hot kimchi.
yeah. Okay, if I can get it through customs.
There's like some kind of gross elk blood liquor that they have over there.
What?
It's like some sort of weird, yeah. It's like a thing where they like make each other drink it. I think as a culture, like, hey, you're a dude, you got to drink this shit.
Elk blood, huh?
Yeah,
I think
let's get
there's-
some
yeah.
elk blood liquor.
I think there's like an elk blood liquor thing, or it's a thing where you.
I'm going to go over there and just gorge myself on elk blood for the entire week.
He's gonna come back in a black cape with fangs.
They'll be like, I'm sorry, Mr. Hankin. These test results say you're mostly elk now.
My eyes will be completely black, and I'll just make that inward screaming sound. Like,
He has a tattoo that says Samsung.
And speaking of human trafficking, sitting behind the soundboard of power, a man who's never trafficked a person but been stuck in traffic.
Have you trafficked people lately?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ben Hankin. And a man who just sitting across from me, a man who is tired of all of our bullshit.
Yes.
Behind the Laugh Finder trifold, actor, comedian, writer, Mr. Dorian Gray.
Hello. Hello, my name is Dorian Gray. I am your GM this evening, your friend and foe, so why don't we get started?
Previously on Laugh-Finder, our guest Phil, incarnated as a cat man by the name of Percival Scratchworth. He joined the Odd Company as we headed to a cursed library. We traveled northeast in a driving rainstorm for a few days, and finally we arrived at a building, a stately building, but one that has weathered the test of time, a dilapidated building. We made our way through the lock and the gate, proceeded down the walkway through the lawn, and noticed dead bodies strewn about. Some the bodies of scholars, some the bodies of soldiers. Before we had a chance to study them much more, though, those bodies reanimated, and they became undead bodies. You'll remember, listeners, that we successfully killed, or re-killed, 3 of them, and our crew member Arcane, through a bit of genius, has got the other 3 tied up in some sort of grappling orgy with each other. And that
Good old bone orgy!
brings us up to the present.
All right, fellas, I just jerked them all off. They should be, they're mine for 9 days.
Did anyone just hear that Fast and Furious montage we were just in?
Family, bro.
I feel like we were just fighting Vega from Street Fighter 2.
Well, boys, welcome to my crew. I'm going to give you names. Your name is Enoch, your name is Pratt, and your name is Library.
So now that we've got this zombie situation under control, Odd Company, I say we venture forth and see if we can get into this cursed library and find some information about Vanesh, Lord of Screams.
All right.
Enoch, Pratt, Library, lead the way. I'm changing your name from Library to Free Library.
Ironic.
Enoch Pratt Slave Library sounds horrible.
Good point. You make your way to the giant, iron, elaborate doors of this library whose name is lost to time.
My God, this door is elaborate.
And iron.
You open it, and you see a grand hall. In the ceiling,
Is it
which
still
is
raining in here?
it is raining. It is literally raining in here because the ceiling
damn it.
has a giant hole where the roof has caved in and the rainwater is coming in because it's still thunderstorming outside. Directly in front of you, about 10 feet away from you, is sort of a standalone reception desk with the corpse of a scholar slumped over it with arrows in his head.
Great.
Holy John, let's speak with dead.
Yeah, no, we should. All right.
Wait a minute, boys. Before we get up there, did you bring your IDs? I left mine in the carriage.
Okay, mine's actually. Does anyone have any questions that aren't about the Dewey Decimal System?
I don't even know.
Let's see if there are any books about Vanesh, the Lord of Screams.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna cast Speak to Undead. And there is no, I think, limit on...
Wait a minute, but you didn't read your spell card from beginning to end. How does it even work?
It's magic. It works through magic. I can speak to undead.
All right.
Touche.
So how to speak with dead
Don't
work
you ever
again?
change here.
Okay, so
Don't
I
you
guess we
ever.
are doing this. Hold on. Well, listeners, Speak with Undead is on page 17 of these notes here.
You don't speak with undead. You speak with dead. That's like saying irregardless instead of regardless.
Yeah,
It actually,
you piece of shit.
the spell actually is
Busted.
speak.
You
The
sound
spell
ridiculous.
actually is speak to undead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what it says, fuckers.
Double busted.
Well,
never mind that.
Yeah, all right, Jesus. This,
I doubled down on Aaron. It was proven wrong.
yeah, no, that's. You always bet on beige to win, motherfucker.
I always bet on beige.
You grant the semblance of life to a corpse, allowing it to answer questions. You may ask one question per 2 caster levels, so we can get 4 questions out of this sumbitch. The corpse's knowledge is limited to what it knew during life, including the languages it spoke. Answers are brief, cryptic, or repetitive. especially if the creature would have opposed you in life. There are 2 more paragraphs. Do I have to read those 2? Or?
Yes.
Point of order.
If the dead creature's alignment was different from yours, the corpse will get a will save to resist the spell as if it were alive. If successful, the corpse can refuse to answer your questions or attempt to deceive you using bluff. The soul can only speak about what it knew in life. It cannot answer any questions that pertain to events that occurred at its death. If the corpse has been subject to speak within the past week, the new spell fails. You can cast this spell on a corpse that has been deceased for any amount of time. But
I have the same spell card, and mine says speak with dead.
Mine says speak with undead. Mine says speak to undead.
But yours is a.
I took it from the PDF. Whatever. I took it from the internet.
Game Master, is the person we're talking to undead or dead? We're very confused.
I grant the semblance of life to a corpse, making it undead. This is the worst semantics.
The spell doesn't work.
Why? Because it's not undead?
Because you didn't read all of it.
No.
Give
me knowledge arcana roll.
It's probably
or
I'm
knowledge religion.
I know all about Tropicana. I have a -1 in that.
I bet it was a
23.
A mute monk.
The spell does not work
because
if within the past week someone has used speak with dead.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I like that he let us
Would
do
blood
all of
biography
that.
work?
Well, that would only tell me how the person died.
No.
And
you have a pretty good idea how he died.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I
Dewey
guess we could
Death
just
has struck again.
Calm down, Enoch.
Do we?
Enoch.
Are the books like alphabetically?
You
gotta go
arranged?
out. What you see here is okay. So let me describe what's in the room.
Yeah.
It's a
Enoch, this is
60-foot by 80-foot grand hall. To the northwest, to the northeast corner, you see a stage, a small stage in the corner with like rows of pews,
Who books this?
like a lecture hall.
Is this an Irwin room?
There are tapestries all along the wall, and on the opposite wall there is another grand door.
I begin scratching the fuck out of one of the tapestries.
You know what? I would actually like to just generate water at him and be like, no bad.
What if it's Bixby's misting spray bottle?
The fuck was that?
Nothing.
All right. So
we got a big old room
so
with
perhaps,
tapestries. And
You know, I could try to detect magic. Maybe the Lord of Vinesh books or magic books.
Well, I think
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a good idea.
magic book is a magic book.
What
What if it's like, hello, boys, I'm the magic book of the Nest.
I will cast detect magic.
all right, and
I feel like you're very unclear right now.
does it say what the range is on detect magic?
Detect magic.
Well, here, how about you go down one aisle, I'll go down the other, and I'll also detect magic.
Hey, this
range
place looks
60 feet.
Oh, okay. Well, that spans like this room, but there's nothing. This room is just like a grand lobby.
Oh, okay.
So there's not a lot.
Are there books?
Boys,
in
I'm just going to
this
throw
lobby?
this out here.
You
This
think
place
that
seems
there
creepy.
might be books beyond,
Oh, okay.
but this is just like a grand receiving room.
Oh, well, let's just walk through the lobby to where the books are.
Yeah.
Let's just walk past the
Let's
lobby.
let Enoch Pratt and Library lead the way.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can I do a perception check to look for a card catalog? I'm not even joking.
None of us know about the Dewey Decimal System.
Wait.
Can
Can I just look for just a...
Oh, look, it's Red Point highlights
Give
over
me
here.
a perception roll.
Oh, see?
23.
23. Okay.
So looking for a fucking...
You don't find a card catalog, but on the person who was slumped over, you do find this.
Oh. Look at this. Game Master Dorian is handing a document.
Oh, great.
That appears
Okay.
to be a map.
I found a map.
Handy.
All right, so we're at the reception desk right here. There's a stage,
Ooh,
the
it's a-
grand lobby,
Texas Tech logo.
a study hall, an art hall, and a main hall. Where do we think?
Stage.
Stage?
Guys, I'm just going to
Probably
throw
under
this
the
out
stage.
here as
Okay.
a
Do you just want to like look for stuff under the stage?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
buddy, you look for stuff under the stage. Okay, now that the cat's gone.
guys,
Give me a Give me a perception roll.
Oh, see, Brian?
Oh man, I don't know shit.
Your eyeball.
What's my perception?
Eyeball.
Oh, 9. That's only a 14 then.
A 14. Okay, so you look under the stage,
With my cat's eye.
and what you see is apparently in whatever the confusion, the great battle that took place a long time ago, someone hid under the stage. It wasn't enough to save their life, so they still took arrows and stab wounds to the face. But whatever book the corpse is wrapped around was obviously very important to them.
I grab it from this kind of corpse. Or total
Please
corpse.
don't scratch that.
Is it shiny at all?
It is very shiny.
Oh, this book getting scratched.
Does anyone here have? Did anyone here take knowledge history?
No.
That is a no from me.
We have knowledge. No, you're not really local. No.
Okay, it's a book.
Oh.
I found this.
Can we read it?
I cannot read.
It's all right. Not a lot of people can. It's the Middle Ages.
I don't have to because I'm a knight.
Give me a knowledge arcana roll, and
right.
roll very high.
Already having plus 18,
That's a good start.
plus 19. So
37.
37.
All right, got it by 2. It is actually it's written in Draconic.
Enoch, hold this book for Daddy.
It's written in Draconic. It is
It's
not.
draconic.
It's not magical itself, but it is the journal of a very old wizard, and it occurs to you that this book itself is worth a substantial amount of gold to the right collector.
And I'll put it in my hat of holding, my bag.
Yeah, you can have that.
Thanks.
Here's I just flipping something shiny. Bing.
Oh, yeah, I'd start batting it around. Bat it right up under the stage. Ah, shit.
Well done.
Yeah. All right, do you want to check? Let's check out the art hall.
All right, yeah. Let's go look at some. You guys want to go look at some art?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
I love art.
I don't know. This place seems
Sharpen
pretty
these
creepy. I think we should all
claws.
split up in different directions.
Daphne
That's a terrible
Velma.
idea.
Daphne
Yeah,
Velma,
separate.
you're
That's
with
a good
me. I've
right.
renamed my zombies Daphne and Velma. I'm gonna fuck them.
They're going to be so confused.
To the art hall, odd company.
Yeah. So you make your way down this long carpeted hall.
Squish, squish, squish.
There are no torches. It's just a little dim, but fortunately there's light coming through the holes in the ceiling.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
okay.
You make a right and you go
love
down
this
this
open
thin
hall
corridor.
concept.
You open the door and you just see these wall-to-wall paintings and all of these tapestries. No one has knowledge history.
Nope.
I mean,
have
Look at all this
knowledge
old shit.
scratch.
All this old shit in here.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, these swastikas do look pretty
1,
cool, right?
2,
We should put them on our
3.
shields.
4.
Uh-oh.
Give
Yeah.
me a perception roll.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Come on, Brian. Come on.
27.
All right. So, you're making your way along the walls, and Holy John feels a breeze,
Guys, I feel a breeze.
and he's like, "Wait, there shouldn't be a breeze here."
Wait, are you playing zombie farts again?
Gases of the dead.
One of
Angry
them,
wind.
one of the walls appears to have hinges.
Yo, there's some actual scoop. Shit.
Scooby-Doo shit?
I wouldn't know what that is.
What's a Scooby-Doo?
Exactly. Hey, you know what? I think there's an opening there. Why don't you maybe send Daphne or Velma to go push into that wall?
Enoch, Pratt, library, open up this wall.
They just sort of walk into it because they can only do so much. They're pretty dumb.
Yeah.
But it sort of swings open like a door.
Oh, jinkies.
In there, you just find it's just a small compartment that someone was... It seems like someone was stashing, like snagging things here and there to perhaps sell later that they shouldn't have.
Old Man Magruder was stashing all his stuff back here.
And
can I detect magic on the stuff?
Yes. None of it is magic, but a lot of it is shiny and gold.
Okay.
Put that in the resale
Let's
pile.
put that in the bag.
All right, let's.
And
it is 3 very large rubies.
oh.
Ooh.
Well, that's certainly enough to tank a haunted amusement park.
Are they
Ruby rods.
I've used knowledge cash money to determine that this is good loot.
And they are worth a combined 2,100 gold.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's twice as much as an appearance on Spopra Winfrey.
Yeah.
Those zombie slaves of yours are really noisy.
We don't use the S word.
The Z word? Oh, the S word. Shit, I'm R worded. Sorry.
All right. Is that all we find in this room?
Yep.
Let's go to the study hall.
Hold on. I didn't like the way he said yup. Can we search around? Let's look around a little more.
Okay.
I'm gonna start scratching some art.
There are tapestries. There are paintings. Scrolls of poetry that are frankly kind of boring.
I am unrolling them like toilet paper. Just every scroll.
Yeah, fuck these poems.
I can't read this.
Just scratching the shit out of every single one.
Yeah,
I like
basically,
it.
I'm fucking up this.
One of the paintings looks really
scratch
bad. It's this nonsense. It's this painting of someone who looks like sort of a library security guy.
Oh, this is their Paul Blart. I understand
and
this.
it looks like, and it's a painting of a guy standing guard in front of a library. And it's not good.
I scratch it.
Now, hold on. This picture, is it of... Can we tell if it's of this library that he's guarding?
Yes.
Can we tell what area it is behind him in the picture?
It looks like the entrance to the main hall.
And is there anything obvious that sticks out that's in this picture that wasn't there in the entrance of the Great Hall?
Not that you can tell.
What if we remove the picture from the wall and see what's on the wall behind it? Maybe it was hastily put up there to cover up something
Like
else.
a hole that Andy
I think
Vane
it's the. I
dug
think
his
this
way
is
out
the
of the
dude
fire.
that lives here now and thinks that this is his home.
Okay, can we take it off the wall?
Okay.
Enoch, Pratt, library. Take it off the wall.
You take it off the wall. There seems to be nothing in particular behind it.
Ooh, look at this brickwork back here. This is amazing.
I'd like
Some
to
of the nicest brickwork I've seen.
I want to cut the painting from the frame,
Okay.
roll it up,
Okay.
and put it in my bag.
What
Okay.
about trying to scrape a little bit off of the painting to see if it maybe got painted over something else?
Okay, we can try that too.
Sure. It seems just like a regular
Don't ruin my paint.
old paint.
I'd like to lick it. I don't really
it tastes like a bad painting.
I'd like to draw a mustache and devil horns.
Please stop ruining my painting.
I should like to do one thing. I'd lick my finger and then put it on there and then taste the paint on my finger. Pure Colombian. Okay.
All right, I'll roll it up and put it in the bag.
Okay.
I'm going to add to my bag one bad painting.
I would like to book him an appearance on Hoarders.
This is valuable.
Let's
Stop
head
talking about
back
your
across the
treasures.
hallway to the
Wait,
study
guys,
hall.
this is guaranteed to appreciate in value. It's from the Franklin Mint.
All right.
All right,
So
boys.
where do you want to go next?
We ready to go into this room with this painting and see what's going on here?
Study
We'll go to
hall.
the study-
Let's
yeah,
study
we'll go to
hall.
the study hall.
We're
Let's
going to
do it.
study this painting.
Let's go.
Okay. You go into the study hall.
Mm-hmm.
In the study hall, there's just rows of desks with chairs. And, of course, because, it's where people study, they have like a sort of a cubicle setup. It's a rectangular room. At the far end of the room, encased in very thick glass, is this ornate golden bejeweled set of armor.
That sounds nice.
Why is this left?
Maybe was Lord Vanesh's original armor?
Now is the time to detect magic, I'd say, boys.
Do you want to detect or should I?
Well, I don't know. You could probably do it better.
Let's
All right.
detect
I'm
magic.
gonna detect magic on it.
Read cards.
I don't need to read
It radiates magic.
Are there any magical inscriptions on the armor?
No, it has just elaborate etching, and it's encrusted with jewels.
Who wants to
It
crack
says
the case open and try on the
Lollapalooza
armor?
95.
Hey, Big Slee.
Well, I am usually the group's tester, even though we have these inanimate object.
Do you still
things
have
that
the
can go
necklace
touch
stuck
it.
into your neck?
I do still have this necklace. I would never removed
He
it.
always tests his
Oh yeah, I put on a trap necklace episode 1. It is sunk into my neck, and they were like, I've just left it there because I think it's metal. So, can I approach the aura, I want to get within distance of this suit of armor.
Yeah, how much
See.
room? Is it just a display case?
It is armor in a basically, I guess the best way to describe it is a glass rectangular cabinet, so that you would just.
Oh,
okay.
It's not
You
trapped
just
in
open
there.
up.
Let's just smash it anyway.
I mean, can we
Smash
send
the glass.
Can we send one of your trap dummies in front of me? I mean, I don't mind being.
All right, Enoch, Pratt, library.
Go bump him into that thing real quick.
Could you please get that for Daddy?
So you tell them get armor?
Yeah.
Get armor.
Yeah, because they're really stupid.
Whoa. Let's.
That's how they talk.
Okay.
That's better.
I think I was more culturally sensitive. Yeah.
I'm not a smart dead man, but
They
I
can't
do know
get
what
it
armor is.
Open.
Okay.
What do you mean? It's locked?
Yeah,
Oh, can we?
Is it glass?
it is
Maybe
glass.
Can I just
Percival
shoot
can
it? Can I shoot
break
the
it with his
glass from
sword.
here?
Yes.
All right, I decide.
Whoa, hold on. Now, this place has been ransacked before. There was an invading army that came in, but they've left a golden suit of armor behind glass that just has a lock.
Bunch of idiots.
Yeah, I think
Wait.
if this does turn out to be bad juju, it's the glass that's keeping it in.
Yeah, but don't we want it?
We do want it. Well, we'd like to get it, but we got
Take the whole cabinet. Let's take the cabinet.
Well, how about
Actually, that's not the worst idea
I'll
in
be
the world.
I'll be a Mr. Brave, and why don't we see how my medallion acts if I get close to it?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
that's actually
yeah.
Why don't you just get?
All right,
Okay.
I move up to the glass.
Okay. We'll say this is the glass.
Okay.
I would like to do a bluff check to convince him to dry hump the case a little bit. We blow it at 20.
All right. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh boy, here it comes.
I told you we should have
don't
shot the
Get
glass.
to act first. First, it gets to act because it has the surprise round.
Oh, it's a fucking mimic.
A row of sharp teeth appears across its torso as it splits in half in a row of sharp teeth. Arms jut out of it, and it rakes down at Big Slee.
The suit of armor?
Yes.
It's a mimic.
I should always throw stuff at things.
Big Slee, way to take the hit on this one.
All right.
I'm a brave man.
I knew something was fishy.
We're going to get you
Did someone
another
say
necklace
fish?
for this act of valor.
It's called going hard.
Big Slee takes 12 points of damage.
You know, that's the first.
As large golden claws jut awkwardly from this suit of armor and rake down and try to pull Big Slee in.
By the way, that's the first damage I've taken this entire campaign.
No
That's
shit.
the first time I've
What?
been hit all game. Every episode I haven't been hit.
Amazing.
That was it. First time I've been. The first time he struck blood on me. Even when that necklace sunk into my neck, I rolled so high that I just liked it.
So what does everybody get?
I got an 18.
19.
23.
19.
18 as well.
Said 23.
Listeners, Dorian is arranging the cards on the magnetic tracker
Holy John.
of the
19.
trifold.
All right. So you go first.
Well, I jumped to action seeing my new friend grappled by this object, and I produce my scratching post sword, and I will hack at it. That's my friend. I don't know you. No, that's not very good. 19.
The good news is that it hits.
Aha!
The bad news is make a reflex save.
Oh, I'm great at that. I rolled it. It was a 20. I rolled a 20. I rolled.
Natural 20.
Yes. Oh, it gets air horns.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you rolled a
Okay.
natural. Hold on. I can get the.
Oh, my
let me get the
reflex
card.
save.
Oh, on the roof.
The critical
No, this
hit
was a
card
reflex
deck.
save.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't hit anything.
critical reflex save.
reflex.
All right.
Like reflex.
You hit it though,
Yeah, I hit it.
so you get to roll damage.
All right.
You don't want to play slap hands with this guy.
I tell you, without my earbuds in, it's a totally different world when you take this out. It just draws you right out of the game.
Yeah.
25.
All right.
Do I only make the one attack? Do I?
No, you still get
I get
to
to
make the second attack if you would like.
I absolutely would like. I'm feeling good. Oh no, that's a 1.
Critical fail.
All right. The good news is
I guess I'll go get the cards.
your sword does make contact.
Yeah.
The bad news is that your sword gets stuck against it, and you cannot pry it loose. At least not this turn. Next is Mimic's turn, and Mimic will use this opportunity to attack Big Slee again because Big Slee is delicious.
What is a mimic? Help me understand that.
It's a creature that can look like other things to kind of draw you in. And then once you're within range, it attacks.
I see.
We fought a door one.
It was also
about
a
it.
90s film, a horror movie.
Oh, I see.
Mira
now. Okay.
Sorvino.
Yeah.
And it's not very good.
It's a pretty bad movie.
Yeah, it's
It's not great.
Giant bug
It
men.
attacks Big Slee, but it misses horribly. I believe it's Holy John's turn.
Using my
Okay.
quick skills.
It's already biting.
You
Can
can't
I
hit
just
my
run up on a
leather
motherfucker
jacket.
from where I am? I'm just going to run up on it, I guess, and I'm going to power attack it. I can power attack by 2 times now. Yeah, I'm imagining we're I think at 14.
No. All right.
Oh dear, my other D20 fell. My D20 fell off the table.
Next is Arcane, I think.
I can go twice now.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, shit, actually I rolled a natural 20 on my second one.
Yeah, natural 20.
All right.
Should I get the card?
That's a hit.
Okay. Should I roll to confirm, or?
Roll to confirm first.
14. I did not confirm. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a reflex save.
What do you have to roll to confirm it?
Oh, in Pathfinder, you gotta roll the 20, and then you gotta roll between an 18 and a 20 to confirm the critical.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It counts as a critical, and then you have to.
You have to hit it again. Too.
Worst.
Oh, Jesus, 8.
Oh. All right. So
Hey,
you,
welcome to the club.
you
Yeah.
do damage, but your sword is now stuck to it, and you must, on your turn, do a strength check to get your sword back.
Okay. I guess we'll roll for damage.
Listen to
right?
that.
Yes,
mimic.
you still get to do damage.
Oh,
though.
shit. Yeah, all right. 14.
Doing 14 hit points of damage. This mimic doesn't give a fuck. It's gonna take.
All right. Your weapon gets stuck to it, but it does get stuck in it.
Okay, so it's like a... All right, fair enough.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Now, if I commanded Enoch and Pratt to help pull them out, could they free them so that they have their action next round?
You know what? That's a creative thing to do, so I will allow that attempt.
Okay.
Just because it's a clever idea.
I'm going to say, I'll be like, Enoch, Pratt, pull them free.
All right.
And then I'll be like, library, attack.
All right.
And then, since those commands are just free actions, these ports are going to open up on Arcane's shoulders, like shoot. And the meta magic topple spell rod glows in his back, and he shoots out 5 magic missiles. Like,
All right. Those are going to hit.
so with each one, it has to pass a DC. Which each of the 5 hits, it has to pass a DC 20, or else it gets knocked over.
Okay.
And then I'll roll the damage.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. He gets knocked over.
And then 12 damage. Oh wait, 12 plus 5. What's that? 17? 12 plus 5? 17 damage.
17 damage. 20.
Wait, who moved me up? Don't move me up. I stayed back where I was. I just shot magic missile. I didn't need to be.
Okay. It is Wilhelm's turn, it looks like.
So I haven't ever used
Oh wait,
this.
hold on. And then, so Enoch and Pratt pulled them free. Library attacked,
Okay.
which is one of the soldiers.
Oh. Okay.
Even though it's on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
He critically failed.
Oh, okay. God damn it, library. Stupid library.
Is it possible to use the spell Enthrall on a mimic?
What does the spell Enthrall do?
The spell Enthrall. Thank you so much for asking, and allow me to tell you.
Wait.
If I have the attention of a creature or group of creatures, I can use this spell to hold them in thrall. To cast the spell, I must speak or sing without interruption for 1 full round. Thereafter,
Just read them your
those
spell.
affected, I'll read the spell over and over again. Those affected give me their undivided attention, ignoring their surroundings. They're considered to have an attitude of friendly while under the effect of the spell. Any potentially affected creature of a race or religion unfriendly to mine gets a +4 bonus on a saving throw. Target with 4 or more HD or with a wisdom score of 16 or higher remains aware of its surroundings and has an attitude of indifferent. gains a new saving throw if it witnesses an action that it opposes.
Okay. And what is the saving throw?
The saving throw will negates.
Okay. So. And what level is the spell?
It is a second level spell.
10 plus 2 is 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, so yes, you can do that.
All right. I will seek to enthrall the mimic.
All right. And it's one of those things where if it gets attacked, it will...
Ben, play my hypnosis sound. Do you have that?
Yes.
You don't have that? You got rid of mine?
Mimic, consider yourself enthralled by this voice and song. You are hereby enthralled.
Okay.
Get him,
You
Bill.
have managed to... he did not roll very high for his will save. So this mimic is enthralled.
Now, let me suggest that instead of continuing to try to kill it now that it's enthralled, because if we attack any further, it'll get another save against being enthralled.
You guys just want to fucking leave?
Now
Yeah,
we can
wait.
leave and get ready to go to the main hall.
How about we all back up and I'll roast his ass with a fireball and we'll get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Well, he's enthralled. The rest of us move back
He's
toward
enthralled and he's on the ground. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all move back toward the door of the study hall. Everyone inches out quietly, walking backwards, except for Arcane, who
Just
remains in the
laying
doorway
there, like after
for
a
one
trip to the
stretching.
Cheesecake
He's like
Factory.
warming up like
for one final action before shutting the door on this thing.
Okay.
And he'll fucking
Wait, hold on. Should we look for if any of the books?
Oh yeah, well it's enthralled. Is there
Hurry,
anything
I can't
else of
hold it
interest in
very
the?
long. I already started.
You don't see
All right.
any books or
Now there's
anything.
nothing. Get the fuck out.
All right, everybody's out.
I'm gonna get blue
Oh wait, no.
chest.
I'm going to. You gotta wait till 10, 9, 8, 7.
Oh, I never made it without biting.
Quickly, Magic Man, tell him to turn back to a suit of armor. I want to wear him.
And
This is like fireball edging.
it's making me pay more money.
I can't
Where's
pinch
the-
it. It stings.
Where's that gold coin sound?
So light starts to grow inside Arcane. His chest plates pop out, and he pries them apart. And there's a fucking port in his chest that says Arcane Grimoire. And inside the light burns, and then finally, like shoots out a fireball, doing 10d6 damage.
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8. I need 2 more.
Oh shit.
Somebody, can you do the calculator? All right, we got a 4. We got a 4. We got a 2. We got a 2. We got a 4. We got a 4. We got a 5. We got a 6. We got a 1. We got a 1.
It's 33.
Burn, motherfucker!
We don't need no water. Let the mimic
It
fucking
definitely
burn.
dodged your
What?
fireball. No, it totally explodes in a heap of burning flesh.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made our way through the grand lobby of the Cursed Library, through the art hall, through the study hall. We have foiled the mimic, and what remains ahead is the main hall of the Cursed Library. What will we find in there? Important documents and books about Vanesh, the Lord of Screams? So we've been told. Stay tuned and find out for yourself on the next exciting episode of
All right, guys, this comes out whatever 7 days past April 30th
It'd be
was.
May 6th. We're at May 6th.
We've already
now.
we missed Star Wars Day.
Oh yeah, no.
Only 2
you know
days.
what? think they actually have a pretty decent giveaway. You get some BB-8
I'm sorry, it's May
hats at
7th.
the Orioles.
Some what?
Game. Oh, on the game on May 4th. I think the giveaway is they have some like a little Orioles BB-8 themed little hoodie hats you can get.
Oh, that seems pretty cool.
I'm actually going to that game to get a hat that will be comically small on my giant head.
Yes.
Is the hat like a dome? Like
I think it's one of those,
or is it a baseball hat?
I don't think it's a baseball hat. I think it's like one of those like a little wool pullover thing.
Oh, I see. I see.
We also have so we have Murder Mysteries, which I'm pretty sure you're on the show the 24th here at Magoobies with me, you, and Justin Schlegel.
Don't have it on my thing, but yeah, I'm into it.
Okay.
If I am on this show, even if I'm not, you know what? You should come out and check out my boy Tommy Sin and my boy Justin Schlegs.
Yeah.
They're
and
pretty
then
funny.
That's Saturday.
And I might be there. That should be enough. Just the thought.
And then that Saturday we have the Hit Me 90s One More Time.
Yep,
Murder Mystery.
Right here.
Is it 2 shows? We're doing 2 shows?
Yeah, I think it's a double. I think it's a dub. It's a Saturday night. We're doing 2 shows.
Big money weekend.
Hell yeah.
All right. What you got? Anything else coming up?
You know what? You can check out all things Eric Comedy at ericcomedy.com. There are links to the Quality Time podcast there, our sister show. Tommy Sambazo's episode is up by now. You can talk about whatever movie we decided to do.
Yeah, we've been up in the air. We wanted to do the stuff.
You're all over the place.
And then I wanted to do Cat's Eye.
Yeah, I want to do Cat's Eye. Cat's Eye is a great
awesome.
film. And then
I'm actually going to go stuff.
Yeah, well, the stuff, the only real running joke we could do is that it's a cum eating instructions film.
Yeah.
I just remember being a better movie. I don't know. It's not
when
great.
Cat's Eye has
I just
crazy
watched it
ass
last week.
James Woods in it, so like we should. I'm all
That
for
is
it.
true. I haven't seen Cat's Eye in forever.
What do you got, Bri?
Oh shit! I think fucking May 9th, fucking Charm City Comedy Festival. You can catch me headline the 10 o'clock show on the Friday. I got some other shit probably. As always, you can check out Meanwhile the Skullbase on the internet somehow. You can check out Driven to Succeed and Bored in the USA also on the internet. Probably some shows I forgot about, or yeah. So that's it for me.
Nice. And what about you, Aaron?
Leave a review for the Laugh Finder podcast on
yes,
Apple
please.
Podcasts. If you do, our very own Audiomancer Ben will turn it into a dramatic reenactment at the end of the episode.
There's been a couple good comments on the YouTube page.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe we can expand to YouTube comments as well.
Ben, has your life
We'll have a meeting about
stabilized? Are
that.
we going to have new Ben endings to the show again soon?
As I like to call them, bending.
Oh yeah. I started bringing them back. I think 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Dorian, you got anything?
The only thing I remember right now is that I will also be at the Charm City Comedy Festival.
Okay.
Did
you guys submit to that, or they contact you?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever.
They were like,
Have to know Ivan.
Tommy, are you and I really doing it? No.
What?
You got some more gigs?
I was on last year's and
No,
I didn't make it this year.
That's the
and
Baltimore
I don't
Comedy
know.
Festival.
Oh, okay.
You're thinking.
yeah,
Oh,
There's
this
so
is
many
the-
local
this is
comedy
the Charm
festivals.
Yeah.
City one?
yeah, which
God damn
mostly
it.
takes place at Zissimo's.
Yeah, it's also
okay.
It's the Zissimo's Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Phil, what do you got?
May 26th, Wind Up Space, Whose Rolls It Anyway, and last Sunday of every month after that. And tokenterrors.com. Please look out for our Kickstarter and follow us on stuff. Thank you.
Nice. Now, Phil, we never let our guests leave empty-handed. You're going to get a lucky D20 to go with you on your travels.
Good.
But I can't just give you a die. The die's got to find you. So what you're going to do, you're going to put your hand into this bag. I'm going to say an incantation. When I'm done with the incantation, you grab the die that feels right, and that's your lucky D20. And there's some $3 dice in here, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I'm going
Matter
to
of
find
fact,
it.
the Eric Frost episode,
find
at
me.
the end of it, he pulled out one of the $3 die, but he pulled it out before it was done with the incantation. I was
Didn't
like,
count.
put it back in. And then he pulled out some crappy 25-cent die.
That's better.
shit.
That's better. He doesn't.
There's
play
also
it.
I think there should be a cheater die, 1 or 2 more cheater dies that it's mostly 19s and 20s. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Put your hand in the bag. May all your hits be critical. May your strike be tried and true. May all your fails be minimal, but nothing lower than a 2. All right, grab the die that feels right. Pull it out. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty nice.
It looks like
blue.
it looks like Aquafresh.
Yeah.
All right, give it a roll because we're keeping track of who's got high roll. You have
We
to,
got it.
An 11. Oh, good. Solid.
Saves.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening and watching, and we'll see you next week.